This is actually something I've been thinking about all week. Just how adversity and failure builds character. So my daughter is an equestrian. She's an amazing rider. She's got more ribbons than I can count. And last Saturday, I took her to a horse show. It was a couple hours away. It was just the two of us. We drove up together, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. It's just sort of protected time with just the two of us. And I was watching her. Basically, you sit around for a long time when you're at these horse shows, and then you compete for a short time. So because of COVID, I was watching her from sort of a protected area, and it was an indoor competition. So I was watching from a window. I was looking below, and it was a jumping competition, and everything was going great. She was doing wonderfully. Just looked beautiful, and killing the jumps. And then the last jump, her horse stopped, and she was thrown off her horse. And obviously, it was terrifying watching her. I wasn't right there, so I was actually kind of far. But she hopped back on the horse, and she finished up what she had to do. And of course, I ran down to make sure she was fine. And she was totally fine. And she had another few rounds of competition. So when she was practicing for her next round, there's an area where you practice. I wasn't there, so I didn't see this. But apparently, the same thing happened when she was practicing a jump. She was thrown off her horse again. And this time she got pretty banged up. She hurt her elbow pretty bad, and her butt was hurting pretty good too. But she got back on the horse, and she competed again, and everything was going great again. And then when she got to that next that jump where she had fallen the first time, her horse just stopped. Didn't want to do the jump. And she tried to do it a couple of times, and it was a no-go. And so she walked off the ring, kept her cool. She came up to see me, and as soon as she came up, the second she saw me, she just started bawling. And God, as a dad, there's no worse feeling, than seeing your child upset. I just wanted to wrap her up and take her out of there. But obviously, we couldn't do that. She still had some more competing to do. So we talked it out, and she finished up her last competition, which was a couple hours later. So we're sitting around actually for a couple hours between competitions, and we rode home, and it was the day, as in terms of the horse competition, the day was a failure. She was bummed out and really disappointed with her performance, and she was pretty banged up, and she was hurting. But we talked through it. It was a 2-hour ride home, and we talked through the whole day. And I gotta say, I was prouder of my daughter last Saturday in the loss than I was in all the championships that she's won, and the gajillion ribbons that she has, because the character that she showed was just amazing. And that's what champs are about. It's how you lose. It's how you learn from losing and failing, and being embarrassed in front of a crowd of folks, and all those feelings, and all those negative feelings, and really turning them into a positive, learning from the mistakes, and using those feelings to fuel you the next go around. And I know there's going to be millions of more competitions that she's going to win. There's going to certainly be plenty that she loses as well. But it's that response to adversity, that response to failure, it's that getting back up and pushing through, and that's what it's all about. That's what champs do. And that's what we all have to do. It's amazing when you learn lessons from your kids, or you're reminded of important lessons from your kids. And I'm super proud of my daughter for doing what she did. And it's just a part of life. You can't win all the time. It's how you respond to failure that determines who really does succeed. So those are my thoughts of the week. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. Charging up to dominate the week ahead. Let's get it.